Hello, hello, Mana here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Picking up here in an ancient tomb, and yeah, that's about it. Hope you're all doing well. We are just, straight picking up where we left off. And I guess we're hunting down Tartuccio, which I'm curious, like, is that going to all come to a close so soon? Like, I don't know, because it seems like that, I don't know, I thought that was going to be a bit bigger thing, but at the same time, I guess the core of the game is when you already are sort of conquering the stolen lands, right? Like that's where the kingdom management stuff comes in. So I assume you sort of got to get him out of the way for that. But I also don't know if like, I assume if we went a different direction, we would have missed him here, right? So yeah, I don't know how many different ways everything can play out. So, but yeah, it's good to be playing again, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but. Other than that, I'm enjoying my morning coffee and hope you're doing well. You can probably tell by my voice maybe that I've only recently woken up. Been a bit of a busy week, so I haven't really been able to play much, unfortunately. But hopefully I can remember things. And yeah, we've got Jathol on the team now, which is very nice. Jathol. I'm still not sure. I'm waiting for someone to say her name because I don't know if I'm saying that quite right, but yeah, it should be a helpful addition. I mean, I think she's pretty awesome anyway, but just having an extra party member is, like, nice, so. Yeah. Oh, did we not loot everyone? Really? Ooh, that is not worth the money. Or the weight. I think we're probably good on these. Really? Why were they yellow? I'm pretty damn sure I'd looted everyone. It did load the right one, right? Well, we're here. It's all good. Alright, moving on. Go see. And yeah, I'm curious too if, is it Valeri?
What's that?
I'm forgetting her exact name already. But yeah, I'm curious if she's going to join us, or at least the option to, or how that'll go. Oh, what did I... How did I not see that? Man, gotta be a little bit more thorough, eh? Yeah, I don't think we want to pick up anything with that weight ratio.
You see that?
Is this something we want to deal with, or... What is it? Oh! Oh, very nice. And what are you? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Who's that? A memento of times long past. A well-grounded antiquities collector might pay handsomely for it. Very noted. Very good. Oh, does that, Oh, does that go back out of the map?
What's that?
Oop. Good, I'm glad I set up posts for that. Get on it, Lindsay. Appreciate it. And...
I failed.
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. Can we try and run? I don't think so. Yeah. I guess that was, I guess we could have just went around it carefully, couldn't we? Probably would have been the smarter play. Artificial flower. That's a strange thing to find down here. A bas-relief of the sun, long eroded. The vague outlines of four strange creatures have been carved over it. I wish those things hovered for longer. I mean, am I just slow at reading? Maybe. Is this the map? Oh, it is. I thought we're heading deeper in the tomb. That's why I left off last time, because I thought like it was going to be a whole thing. Yeah. Okay. I guess we're all good. How sweet, the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions had gone cold. Ah. Well, I guess that's not ending here. Huh. Alright. Who is that? Amiri, eh? But we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. So this is one where I'd like to save scum, but it's probably better not to, right? Like, yeah. We're trying to think of a balance with that. But we succeeded anyway. Good. No blade of grass went bent. No glade... My god. Maybe I should have waited longer. Let me drink a little bit of coffee here. Okay. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up since whoever last passed through. But his dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until we finally came to a huge gully, the dried up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield, and here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Okay. So detect magic's there, but it's not like folded, so I don't know, is this the better one to be doing? We tried to imagine who or what left those claw marks. We carefully studied the trail that led into the gully. We tried to find any traces of magic in the surroundings. We examined the path that snaked along the gully. We stood a while in thought, then followed the single set of footprints down to the gully. After idling in thought, we decided to follow the bigger trail along the path beside the gully. I think we'll stick with Amiri. Success. And here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints faced down their enemies, followed the path along its edge. The claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean. And more, these creatures walked on 2 legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. We've stumbled onto kobold lands. Okay. Let's try that. We discovered traces of a spell, apparently from the illusion school of magic, near where the lonely trail descended into the gully. Okay. We carefully studied the trail that led down to the gully. Sure. To our surprise, we discovered that little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes and then took either them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. Oh. Okay. We examined the path that snaked along the gully. The path was frequently used, and in its dust we saw both sets of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle surrounded by those that did. We stood for a while in thought, then followed the single set of footprints down to the gully. After idling in thought, we decided to follow the bigger trail along the path beside the gully. I figure we want to go see what's up. The way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footprints were easy to spot. I don't know why I kept getting in trouble. The bottom of the gully went downhill, deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirled up the steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal's agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as 2 men, and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking route stuck out of the ground from the top. There was one brave hero among us who decided to try his luck and climb the route. How you feel about that, Lindsay? Oh, okay. Please succeed. Good. After tugging at the root, Lindsay took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands, and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with her feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both her hands, she climbed higher and higher. Only her heavy breathing and the faint cracking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down from the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping her wits, Lindsay shifted her weight to her legs and froze. After a tense moment, she continued her journey, and soon had reached the top of the slope. After catching her breath, she lay on the ground and offered her hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching our target, and our intuition proved correct. Okay. And we may have better things to do than finding Tartuccio, but we also need to, like, get him out of the way. And plus, maybe just a little, vengeance. Alright. Gotta remember the quick saves. What do we got going on here?
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
A kobold with unusually purple scales stands a full head above his tribesmen. The leader speaks in the suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartuccio. Really? So he's a kobold? Didn't really see that coming. Oh, I thought that was going to be voice acted. Dragon, glory, dragon. The voices of the kobolds rise in excitement. We know. The Mites under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure. Very assonant. Ancient? Stop deceiving these poor reptiles, Tartuccio. Oh, so is he? Oh. Like, is he just... Does he just have the ability to shapeshift, or...? That's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of the forest. A circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio. I like that word.
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me.
The purple kobold gives a start of surprise, but immediately collects himself. Okay, so is he... I don't know, I guess it doesn't make a difference to us. But I assume because we said deceiving... Yeah, maybe he can just shapeshift, or... Okay. This should be interesting.
You cannot stand against me.
Indeed. Wait, is there... Oh, okay. It's like, wait, where's Lindsay? Oh, so is it only the two of them we're fighting? Yeah, okay. That shouldn't be a big deal.
Serves you right.
Maybe. Oof. Lindsay's great, just not at shooting things. Oh, so they're only moving bit by bit? Okay. Does that mean we can go after them? Can we... Let's do that first. Boom. Did it die? Oh, damn. Yeah, I know, I think they're getting away pretty fast. Okay. Let's go smacky. I don't think we need to do anything too fancy here. Oh, I got it's like waiting for the turn to end. As for us... Oh, we can only use that one... Right, I like this because I still don't understand why, but we seem to be able to use that and then attack, which I find confusing, but I think we'll save that for the minute. Jathol, what kind of fancy stuff do you have going on? Kind of want to take that one out, but you know, just hit it normal. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Good job. Lindsay, can you hit if they're closer, maybe? Oh, come on. Lindsay is terrible with the bow. Like, seriously. Oop, nice. Amiri. Oh, this one had a turn. Boom. She just absolutely slaps them.
Your life
Finish it up, Harem.
slow.
Good job. Follow Tartuccio's chair. Explore the vicinity of the old sycamore. I guess we shall. Alright, loot. I want to miss the loot.
And Lindsay was called forth. I wrote it like I saw it.
Loot, please.
Share your will.
Does someone want to loot?
Request.
What's happening?
State your desire.
Could I just not click? Okay. We'll take that. Padded armor. Doesn't look like anything special. Oh, something over there. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. Now, what are you over here? The mushroom? Sure, why not? Oh, here we are. Mushrooms. Delicious. Actually, I don't really like mushrooms that much. Nonetheless, still good. Valuable loot. Ooh, I'll take some foods. More. Delicious. Very good. We should poke around the area then. The maps always look, they look really nice, don't they? Got some fog creeping around the edge. Yeah, so what is this currently saying now? Tartuccio, now in the guise of a kobold, has disappeared. All we know is that he's searching for a certain artifact or relic in the vicinity of the old sycamore. That means our road leads here too. My god, my words are just... Oof. But yeah, how do we know that he's in disguise or whatever? Like,
I see something.
Oop. Like, how do we know it's not, you know, like, how do we know he's not a kobold who can shapeshift into a gnome? I don't know, you know. I suppose the other way around seems more likely, but... There's an imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. Oh, okay, that's a interesting thing to observe. Are we going to be able to find said chest, or... Oh, hello. Definitely worth checking the edges, then.
I can see my destination.
Nothing else going on here? Alright, let's check over this way. Does it actually go off, or are we going to be going to a new area? I assume... Oh, hello. What might you be? Oh, port. Sure, why not?
Focus on the goal.
Not my favourite drink, but could be tasty. Make sure we get all the way along here. I think we've about covered this area then. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Is this going to be like the last one where we have to try and follow a trail, or... I guess we probably just know where we're going this time. Health-wise... I'm really regretting not buying more potions, at the trading post. Hopefully we'll come up with a trader sooner than later. Also, let me know if, like, is there a better way I should actually be healing? Like in this situation right now, I'm probably going to use... Well, I am going to use one of these. What? Why didn't that go up? Oh, okay.
Adventures call to them.
But is this like a dumb move? Like, is this... Am I just wasting these healing in this situation, or would there be a better way to go about it? Because I'm not really sure. Just seems like, yeah, I just wish I bought more of them. Alright, where are we off to? Like, are we going to go back to the map, or does this just connect to a new area? Oh no, okay. Oh, so the old sycamore's here. I see. Can I just click to it? No? This ford in the heart of the woods is one of the best places to cross the River Thorn. Most traders and travelers choose Thorn Ford for passage, attracting bandits as well. Set up to Thorn Ford and the bandit camp there. So that is... Is that? It says new events, but it doesn't say what's it's in regard to. I assume it's that, or is that the bandits we lost the trail of, or? Tartuccio now. Oh, it's still the same one. Well, I assume we may as well finish that up, right? I mean, because we can't, like... I assume killing Tartuccio, or however... I mean, I plan to, I just don't know if we're not going to be able to for some reason. That's also quite a ways away. I don't know how much backtracking we'll be able to do. Like, I'm still worried about the time, even though we have, like, 87 days or whatever. Alright, anyway. Can we not, What's the deal here? Can I only go that way, even though we need to go that way? Oh. Okay. Well, that looks like it must just connect up to there, right? So... I do want to go there. I feel like we sort of want to finish that up more. Yeah. I want a quick save first. Gotta remember those. I did set it up for like 25 or whatever, so... worth utilizing them. Alright. Actually, yeah, so where's Valeri? Who I'm calling, but I'm not certain if that's a name.
Greetings.
Oh. Keston Gores, the former captain of Jamadi's Aldori's personal guards, nods to you, as though you'd seen each other in Restov only yesterday. He limps noticeably and his clothes are stained with blood, and he looks every bit as grim and focused as when you first met him, but this time you also sent a hint of excitement in his eyes.
I have urgent news from Restov. The investigation that I've conducted at Lady Jamandi's orders have proved your innocence. Tartuccio was and still is the Pataxian spy. That dreadful night, it was him who had opened the gate and let the assassins in. It appears that he had planned to gain the barony and Eldori's support, only to later place these lands under the command of his true patron. King Uravetti is no stranger to intrigue, and likes to use others to do his dirty work. Anyway, Lady Jamande sends her apologies.
Oh shit. I didn't even think about him being the one who actually let the assassins in. I assumed that he'd just sort of used it like to take the opportunity and stuff, but I guess that does make sense. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. Huh. Well, I guess we're innocent now. Well, that's good. Pataxian. Longer haven for thieves. Oh, right, that's, yeah, right, that place. Yeah. That's, yeah, where Lindsay's from. Or, yeah. Huh.
We almost had Tartuccio cornered when this damned mist fell. First, we entirely lost our way, and then stumbled right into a bandit ambush. My people can barely stand, so I would be grateful if you would help us capture this Tartuccio. He must be somewhere nearby. Bring that scum to Oleg's trading post, dead or alive. The Sword Lords will remember this favor.
In an angry gesture, Keston chops the air with his hand. Okay, dead or alive. That works for me. And I guess, alright, if the whole thing is actually to take him back to Oleg's trading post, that works for us, doesn't it? Because that was, one of the quests were near there, so yeah, I guess we will be backtracking. But we're pretty close to that bandit camp too, so if that's not timed, I feel like maybe we should go there next. Guess we'll see. How did Tartuccio manage to fool you?
That sly bastard has caused us no little trouble, that's for sure. When he showed up in Restov and announced he was going to join the expedition, nobody suspected a thing. Yes, a gnome, yes, a sorcerer, but so what? Even after that terrible night, some of my people were willing to bet money on you being the spy.
Motherfuckers.
His overconfidence was his downfall. Tartuccio's henchmen, it seems, imagined they could safely meet with Pataxian spies in the town's seedy underbelly. But Restov is the ancestral home of the Eldori, and Lady Jamande is respected not only by the aristocracy and the common folk, but also by those on the other side of the law.
Ah.
We received a message from the slums. A good friend, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested the Sword Lords take a closer look at a certain guest from Patax. Jamande immediately sent for me and ordered me to capture the spy, all very quietly, of course. He told us everything, and not only about Tartuccio. I doubt that Iravetti was pleased to hear of his agent's failure.
A nasty grin crosses Keston's face. Ah, I see. I will say, I'm really enjoying the story and writing of this so far. Like, I hope it keeps up throughout the game, you know? Like, I don't know how much it's balanced with the gameplay and stuff, but I'm really liking it all so far. What can Pataxian spies hope to find in the stolen lands?
Pataxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time, King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Eldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pataxian king. He's truly a snake of a man.
Garess is the name of a noble house in Brevoy, is it not? You're a noble then?
Used to be. It's only a name now, nothing more. The House Garess are a noble family in Brevoy. They own several mines in the Galushkin Mountains. My father Evan is cousin to Lord Howland Garess, but he's my father no longer.
Keston cringes as if he's been bitten a sour fruit. Keston frowns. Yeah, I really, that's the one thing I still really wish, that they had like just a specific narrator voice that was different from everyone else that would do those little things. But I think that, I'm pretty sure that's how Divinity Original Sins sort of did it. Yeah, oh god, it's been a while since I played them, but yeah. Because it's just, yeah, I guess it's more of a recorder issue in a sense, because I'm wanting them to be said aloud by the other thing. But I think at the same time, even if you weren't recording like I am, it would really work well for this.
In any case, I brought shame upon my name and was punished accordingly. The family disowned me. I fled to Restov and took up the life of a simple mercenary, until I received an assignment here in the Stolen Lands.
Okay. What could... Oh. Care to tell me why you were exiled? You've asked me a favor. Let's say you owe me an explanation. Not really, but I'm still curious.
Fair enough. For a Garess, the prosperity of the house and the honor of the name stands above all else. And I was betrothed to a widow from another noble house. This union was of great importance to the family. However, 3 months before the wedding, I met a commoner girl, gentle and pure, and we fell in love. I would have rather died than leave my Tanya. So I decided to break off the engagement with my noble bride. I could never have expected what would follow.
An uneasy grin twists Keston's lips.
My father was furious. I'd set a pointless love affair above the interests of the house. He expelled me from the family and ordered to leave our lands under threat of death. And Tanya... her mother was seriously ill, and she stayed behind to care for her rather than follow me into exile. Thus, I was on my own, disgraced, without a name, and without love.
Damn. Rough, buddy, rough. Keston's face, only to leave it more grim than before. Oh, a shadow of a smile crosses Keston's face, only to leave it more grim than before. Kind of a tough spot there, yeah.
Don't imagine that I ask for pity. Everyone gets what they deserve.
Keston remarks in a somber tone. I'd say you deserved a better fate, Keston. True love should not be punished. I hope you regret the things you've done. Duty should stand above emotion. Leave the past in the past and think of it no more. Well, was the girl worth it at least? Yeah, was she?
I would never have left her of my own accord.
No, it's good, man. I would know more of House Garess in your homeland.
Well then, ask away.
Tell me of the land you grew up in.
House Garess owns a number of valleys and gorges in the Galushkin Mountains. The landscape makes these places easily defensible, and they're rich in ores and everything else the depths of the earth have to offer. It is a place of rare beauty. When I moved to Restov, I couldn't get used to it for a long time. There was nothing but sky between the roofs. No mountain peaks anywhere in sight.
Tell me of House Garess. We say, House Garess is based in the western part of the Brevoy, in the foothills of the Galushkin Mountains. It is led by Lord Howland Garess, who is a widower. His adoptive heir is Torvald Golka, a dwarf and son of the clan chief of the Golka Dwarves Holding. House Garess had a good relationship with the Golka Dwarves until the dwarves vanished. Members of the house worked the metal that the dwarves mined. The house's motto is strong as the mountains.
It is an old and renowned family, one of the most influential in Brevoy. A long time ago, the Garess house entered a pact with the dwarven clan of Golka. This proved to be of great benefit to both parties, and they've supplied the ore for our forges ever since. Lord Howland even took the son of the dwarven leader as his ward. Who would have known where this would lead? The same winter that Brevoy lost the Rogarvia dynasty, Howland's only natural son, Bren, went missing in the mountains. Thus, Torvald Golka, the Lord's dwarven ward, became heir to House Garess. The lad has it tough, though. Too many believed Howland should have chosen someone of his own blood to be the heir. I would imagine my own father had similar plans for me, but we all know how that went.
House Rogarvia? I didn't hear how he said it, Rogarvia. The former ruling house of Brevoy. House Goravia? House Goravia. Damn it, how did he say that? Goravia? Rogarvia? The former ruling house of Brevoy. House Rogarvia was founded by the descendants of Chorel the Conqueror and Mirna Rogarvia, daughter of Nikos Sotova. Most members of the house disappeared mysteriously in 4699 AR in an event called the Vanishing. The house built by the Ruby Fortress in New Stetven on the shores of the Lake Reykjal as their stronghold. The Rogarvians were known to be ruthless rulers who did their best to hold Brevoy's disparate houses and factions together. The house motto is with sword and flame. Man, there's so many names and places and things, and I feel like yeah, I'm terrible at reading things when there's new words. I get stuck like, how do I pronounce that? How do I? And then I run through the different things in my head, and yeah. Anyway,
As you wish.
I think that's about all then. I'll see you later, buddy. Oh, you're just a guard, okay. Deliver Tartuccio to Keston, dead or alive. Yeah, that suits me just fine. So is this just a little stopping point, or is he up here? Oh, okay, there's a bit of an... Oh. Ah. Cowardly traitors. Sons of a pike. Return the relic. Coward. Turn. Relic. Silly kobold. Go look your relic in your dungeon. Look under bed, under table. Haha, silly kobold have no bed and no table. Search your eggs. You lose relic and blame mites. Accuse queen. Lies. Chief suit scale, not silly. The kobold leader shakes his weapon at the insult. Lies. Chief scale. Kobold crier diligently copies the words and gestures of the chief, swinging his weapon. It seemed both groups are about a breath away from battle. Such hubris in such small and simple creatures. But are our own monarchs any better? So warlike. It's like a miniature version of the Taldan Imperial Chronicles. Stop! What's going on here? Why would we do either of those things? I don't wish to suffer such creatures on my future lands. Why are these the only options? Like, the smart thing would be to just let them kill each other. Seriously, like, what? Why is there no option? Like, if they haven't noticed us, why in the world would we get into the middle of a battle when we want them dead, essentially, and we can let someone else do that? And like, what? that's silly. I don't understand that. Like, I'm just gonna do that, I guess. The little mite jumps in place. Stranger, stranger, you see, yes? Silly kobold attacked mite. Insult us, our magnificent queen. Lies, mite thief, steal relic from kobold. We revenge. Help us, stranger. Oh, is this not... Oh, I thought that was Tartuccio. Okay. Requires neutral, eh? Kobolds, tell me more about what happened. I chief, I name Suitscale. Kobold and mite live here long, live peace. But now mite thief, steal our relic. Thief, Teal, Elic. Echoes the crier enthusiastically. How do you know the relic was stolen by the mites? Mites, trickery, but Chief Suitscale is more tricksy. I call. New shaman come. Shaman Tartuk. Know who stole relic. Tartuk good. Tartuk. Oof, ood. Jathel rolls her eyes, and so again to be the judge, to weigh and balance trivium, decade upon decade. How old are you, buddy? What is this relic? Relic key. Kobold take relic. Enter sacred hall. Did you really attack the mites? Revenge, mite coward. Kobold come, mite run. We come, take relic, go. Let they give back relic, we give back there. Oh, is that Tartuccio? I didn't, okay. And where is Shaman Tartuk now? Shaman was dungeon. Did not enter sacred hall. Might collapse our entrance. Kobold wrath might. It's clear to me now. Oh, there's a... Wow, there's a lot. I thought that had just, like, knocked out all these, but there's a lot here. Okay, you should make peace and search for the relic together. Oh, mites, I want to ask you a few questions, sure. A small bite bows comically. I send... What is that? I send Shal Vavik? Here our magnificent warrior Cream Badar. He points at his large companion adorned with hide of a wolf. Queen defeats scary wolf battle. Vanquish 100 enemies. Charm 100 hearts. Queen Badar allow you to speak her. May sit, we understand, he says generously. Legs tremble when we see such beauty. My queen, why did you fight the kobolds? My queen shakes her head sadly. We live here long time, kobolds and mites. We live here peace, friends, trade. Together hunt good shaggy animal. Got it. Sweet. Long ago, Chief Kobold and our old king make good alliance. 2 branch, old sycamore we take. Charm and give to each other. This be relic kobold have one, might have one. Not long ago, kobold came. Yell we thief. Take our relic. Silly kobold. Why do you need the relic? 2 relic, the key. Give entrance to sacred hall. There, under old sycamore. 1 key for kobold, 1 key for might. Each can go hall. All fair. Why did the kobolds think the relic was stolen by the mites? Kobold chief, silly, ugly, old. Sensual... Is it meant to be Senate? What is that? Seneschal? And other mites giggle at these words. He lose last mind. Listen, new shaman Tartuk. Shaman not so ugly. Badar smacks her lips in approval. But angry Trixie say wicked might. I catch him and make crown from his scale. Pretty crown, purple. Okay, well maybe we might get along if that's your plan for Tartuccio. Do you know where this purple scaled shaman is now? He prowl dungeon near our house. We see he wants but not catch. Want find shaman. Look underground. Very well. I side with the kobold. Oh, it's not... I mean, siding with either of them's silly, right? The quarrel is your own. Yeah, not that either. You're all discussing it, don't be. Yeah, we didn't actually say that. I don't know if that's gonna... Tartuk is not a rook, he deceived you. Shoot scale, not stupid. He no real kobold. The chief puffs up his chest, rejecting the insult. I see. I would hear my companion's advice. I don't need to, but I am curious what they want to say. Why support either? Do you think they'll ever listen to you? Let us battle these little ones, both groups, and be done with it. Oh, so it's just... Okay. You should make peace and search for the relic together. I mean, that's the thing that actually makes sense. Never, the chief hisses in animal rage. Death to traitors. Might Queen swings a blade. We know retreat. Choose who supports stranger or enemy us all. I mean... it makes no sense to support either of them, right? Because they're literally the same side. Like, they've both been screwed by Tartuccio. This quarrel is your own. I have no wish to be a part of it. However, if you allow me to visit your domains, I shall strive to learn the truth. Oh, can we do that? Oh, it said it requires neutral, so I thought we couldn't do it, but... Why can we do that? Is it because someone's neutral? Like, we're chaotic neutral, aren't we? So does that mean, like... How does that work then? Is this meaning you can be any type of neutral? Like, you could be lawful neutral or evil... Wait, is evil neutral a thing? Pretty sure. Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. The Might Queen's... Oh, we got a... achievement for that. This Might Queen scratches her nose with the tip of her sword. We accept. Stranger go peace our land. But we know truth already. Kobold must pay for his stupid. Stranger go. Find out, Might Thief. We hit Might. Hit. I call Shama and Totuk from under the ground and hit them bad. So they're gonna fight anyway. I guess narratively we had to, like, do that, but it just seems so silly that if, like, why wouldn't we just let them fight it out? But I guess I thought it was Tartuccio, so I guess it's a little different. Are they just gonna slaughter each other then? If the leaders aren't involved? We can probably get some loot, which is why I'm still standing here. How big is this? Oh, is this like a really big map? Because we've only been dealing with some pretty small maps so far. So can we just sort of wander by, or... I wonder who's gonna win. Oh, looks like the Mights are. If I had to decide, I was probably gonna go with the Mights because I liked what the Queen said about making a crown out of Tartuccio. That was pretty good. Oh, I thought the Might was gonna win there. Ooh. No, don't think there's much hope for the Might now. Ooh. Can we see their health, or... Oop, nope.
I will guide.
Oh, they just disappeared, alright. You can't really ignore the loot, though. Let's grab that. Got a spear. Just a bunch of crappy swords. Alright, good stuff. Let's explore around the area then, see what's going on. Yeah, I was really surprised.
See my destination.
Good. Yeah, I was really surprised about the tomb. I really thought that was going to be like a larger thing, but yeah. Not sure what's going on there. Let's check down this way first. Oh, hello. Oh. Hi.
Without a doubt.
How do you cancel an action? I don't know. Hi, Giant Frog. Do we want to fight? I mean, you are red, so I guess maybe no choice.
What? Who will
Okay.
prevail? Does it matter?
Get ready for battle. Oh, Jathel's got way less health than I realized. Ah. Well, nonetheless, let's do some charges. Oh my god. Absolute slaughter. Can we manage the same? Not quite. Alright, go for it, Lindsay. Hit something for once. Oh, you actually did. Very nice. I've sort of just come to assume she's going to miss everything. Alright, well that went well. Oh, nice. Fancy. Alright, not everything's a major battle then. That went well.
My search was not in vain.
Oh, hello.
Applause, please.
Indeed. Good job. Yeah, she sort of needs to eat one of them, eh? How's that gonna do? Oh! Fuck. That's why. Ah. Sorry, Jathel. I forgot. You do not want to be doing that, right? Since undead are powered by negative and just... Yeah. sorry. That is my bad. You eat poison or something? No, that's not. What do you do then? Since undead are powered by negative energy. Oh, how do we heal her? Because that did not, Do we have something that can heal her? I'm thinking poison for some reason, but I don't think that's correct. Do we have anything useful? Ah. 2 potions to you was not a good idea, was it? I'm not seeing any. I don't know what we even need. Oh, that's really awkward. Yeah. Sorry, Jathol. We'll just have to try and avoid you getting dead.
There are many roads to success.
Hey, kobolds. How you doing? A quick save, because I don't know if taking that's going to be stealing or something, but you leave loot around, I can't just ignore it. Oh, there's actually a few... Oh, you're right there, Jathol? Was that your angry dance? So they kind of threw potions at you accidentally? Why do we pause? Oh, frogs, I see.
Scared?
Man,
You
they
should
look really
be.
good, don't they? Seeing the movement there look cool. Wait. Oh, I thought it was Amira. I was like, wait, where's
This is
charge
where I
gone?
step in.
Oh, you managed to hit again. Okay, 1 damage. You're not the best, eh? Does she possibly have something here that can heal herself? Since undead are powered by negative energy, this spell cures such a creature of a like amount of damage rather than harming it. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, so is this something she could cast on herself? I guess we can still try it after. Well, is it? Does that work? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that works. Very good. Oh, wait, I could still... Oh, no, that was... Yeah, okay. Alright, all good. Charge it up. Boom. Oh, greater throw. Oh, okay. Got another one there. Oh, you can actually go that far? You champ Amiri. Smack him up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can you get that far? No. Is it worth doing anything with you? Actually, yeah, what would happen if we use that? Like, would that hurt her if we used that now? I'm just gonna move you, I guess, because I don't think there's anything that's worth using.
Repent.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, that was a bit of an ouch. Got a miss, good. Lindsay, let's see how you
Serves
do.
you right.
Yeah, that's to be expected. Alright, charge it up, Jathol.
Learn how to use it first.
Ah. Oh, wait, what? You know, oh, you don't have a clear path? Ah, that's annoying, because it's like, charge is really awesome, because otherwise it's like you can't do an attack from here. I mean, we have some other things, I mean, but like, it does make a big difference being able to charge, it seems like. Oh, is this not... Oh, this doesn't have a number. I should pay attention to such things. And... I wish it show... Like, so... Was that a 2 before, or... Because I wish it showed, like, the maximum amount. Because that must have been a 2, right? How much, yeah, I kind of want to use it again, actually. I'm just, some testing, I suppose. This is going to go to 0 now, isn't it? I guess we can't actually see yet. Okay. As for me, just smack.
Your choice.
Oh, damn. Thought that would have been enough. I think we'll be okay. Oh, we're right at the edge of the map. That's kind of awkward. You can't scroll any further. Go for it, Amiri. Oh, damn, really? That was unfortunate. Oh, you can also... Oh, you can move a fair way. I guess move away. Oh, that was lucky. Arrow.
Your
Oh,
life
good. Oh, wow. Just like smacked it right back. Okay. Hopefully that has to move. That's why I was moving Amiri. It still got me. Yeah, health getting her down a little bit from this, eh? Anything good here? Ear-piercing scream. Probably worth just... Wait, what? Can we... Oh.
You deserve
It almost looks alive except for the blood there. Oh, yeah, she's really not helpful for combat, I feel like. Alright, that is 0. I didn't say it's 2 before, but it's... Can you not... Like, I wish this page here, like the thing that pops up, it should show that, like, it's a 2 thing. Like, so that you know, once you rest, how many you're gonna get back, because... I mean, maybe that's just something you can actually see on the character page. Oh. Where is it? Inflict light wounds. Somewhere. No? Where is inflict light wounds? Or is it all the way down here somewhere? Am I blind? Oh, either way, you still get the same pop-up page thing, so... spellbook? Oh, it's there. But yes, even there, it doesn't actually show... Oh, is that like... Is that that? Oh, are they both under the same thing then? There's so much to learn. Jaethel is an elf from Kyonan? Jaethel is an elf from Kyonan, one who is not quite alive. The elves exiled her from their kingdom for her terrible deeds. Her search for a new home and a new patron has brought her to our leader's banner. She pays little heed to her companions, and when she does, she behaves as if she's already ready to bite their heads off. She gives me the creeps. Let's hope our enemies are just as frightened. Well, that works. Anyway, go for it.
Wretched things.
Oh, alright. That's, not great. 7 health is not great. What's the range on that? Not much. If we just, like, step back a little... Oh, right, attacks of opportunity. Gotta kind of remember them. Is that... Wait. That was...
So it comes to this.
I used that out of range, didn't I?
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Okay, I kind of messed that up. Wait, let me recharge again too. Does it actually do better at all? After moving, you may take a single melee tap. You get a +2 bonus on the attack roll and a -2 penalty on your AC. Right, okay.
Bring it!
So it can be better, but... Oh, nice, 18. Very good. We'll be able to finish that up, Harem.
What a waste.
Good stuff. Yes, that was a little rough. We've taken some damage, that's for sure.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
I think we're going to want to eat one of them. And you as well. I guess we do still have a heal with Harem. Yeah, that wasn't... Well... Let's do an F5.
The end draws near.
Yeah, we have 3 of those. I'm curious, is that going to damage her? I'm going to consider this a test. Well, we'll just see. Okay, that didn't damage her then. Okay, that's good. It also didn't do much of a heal.
I'm listening.
Alright, that's fine. Eat another one of them. Okay, see, so what's with that? Like, so that just went up just then, but then sometimes it seems like it doesn't go, like it doesn't actually drink it until you come back to this screen. I don't know if there's something I'm missing about that, but
I'm up for an adventure.
anyway, I guess when we get back to the trading post, we'll buy like all the potions we can. That seems to be a smart move. Anyway, moving on from the frogs, which took longer than expected. Wasn't the best fight, and yeah, this is a pretty big map, eh? Climb up the trunk. Oh, okay, that's cool. I actually just wanted some loot, but I assume we can't do that.
It's just not my lucky day.
Oh, fuck me! I didn't know that. What the fuck? Ah, that wasn't good. Ouch.
I can see my
Oh,
destination.
that was brutal. We were all good. Ah, man. That's really awkward for her because I don't have any good way to heal her. Oh, hello.
I don't like surprises.
Any who's worth talking to, or it's probably not? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, well, the mites and kobolds are hanging out together here. An oversized mite approaches you. He raises his bold blue head with dignity, and his neck is decorated with tag locks and a wolf's fang pendant. To his right walks a kobold, also swelling with conceit. Welcome, Peace Zone. Here no war, no one attack. Only maybe Fat Wolf Lord. He won't chew us. We more sly. Who kill him, big reward. Lord, what did you say about wolves? Near Long Tree lives Pack Wolf. Big angry, Termite and Kobold bad thing. We maybe kill him easy, but war take hunters away. Fine, I'll kill the wolf leader. The leader of the hunters nods at you solemnly. I mean, okay. Who are you? Peaceful Mite and Kobold. Hunt together. Was easy. Many Mite, many Kobold hunt together. Now not. Not like this. Why are you not fighting each other? War bad. Puddles blood. Scream loud. Mite and Kobold dead. Cold. Why fight? Dangerous hairy wolf around. The Mite shakes his head helplessly. Wise words. I think many people, not just Mites and Kobolds, could learn something from these creatures. Bah, cowards. After a short pause, the Mite pats his neighbor on the back. But we know, fool. Go and befriend. No want war. But Miss Queen Badar. Big beauty. Miss Beauty? The kobold scratches his head, baffled. You will bleed, dirty scum. Is that really neutral? Is that really a neutral evil thing? I don't think attacking and saying you will bleed, dirty scum is very neutral. Sure. Yeah, that's not remotely neutral. Seriously. Like, that wouldn't that be like chaotic? Even, like, because you're just randomly attacking them for, like, no reason. Alright. As for our health, we sort of can't ignore
Does
that.
anyone require my counsel?
We have the moderate one. We're probably better off using this, aren't we? I mean, at least once more. Or both, even. Well,
Never
how are we doing for
stop
potions? Okay. You use one. Do that. Do that. Then we'll do that. No, we'll probably put them back here, do we? Can we just trade? Like, or is that... No? Pop you there. We're not going to be able to get full, and she can't heal at all, unfortunately. We definitely don't have anything here, do I? I mean, it doesn't say... I thought maybe poison, but... I guess poison's sort of different, isn't it? That's awkward. Oh, she doesn't have much in the way of armor, either. I guess most of us probably don't, though, do we? Yeah, no. Okay. Don't mind me. Ah. That's a tough one.
Speak.
She really needs to be able to heal. I mean, I guess we
Keep
can
your
rest.
wits about you.
But I feel like you don't really want to rest unless you, like, really need to, right? Since it uses up time. I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do, though. Like, if our health gets that bad, like... Kind of a tough one. Oh, okay. I guess they're still fighting. Some of them are anyway. You go. That log really screwed us. Well, good luck. Well, there's probably going to be loot left over. Alright, we can watch a quick battle. Got some, yeah, I guess they can use magic and stuff. Who's going to win this one? Oh, looks like the Mites have the victory here. Oh yeah, the Mites are just slapping through. Is that oh, you got the Priest? Shaman? Sentry Veteran? It's really cool though, like seeing the battle. Yeah, the Mites are absolutely destroying me. Yeah. There's a... Oh, they've lost hardly any. Okay, where are they off to? Oh, hello. Are they gonna fight that? Oh no. Alright. Let's grab a few things. What do we got here? Oh, hello, masterwork. Very nice. I'll take those. Good. Oh, more money. Very nice. Gotta make sure to check these. You never know when something's gonna be worth 100, I guess. Alright, nice. Was that, oh, screw you, I ain't going no ship. Yeah, that's such bullshit. That really screwed us, eh? Which I think something like that is where, like, I would want to do a reload, like, quick save, I mean, a quick load, but I think with things like that, I will avoid that. But then maybe certain checks that are a bit more story-oriented, I may do some slight save scumming. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to find a balance. Because I think that there's certain things where it's like, even though save scumming could be less interesting because the nature of this in a lot of ways is sort of just, you know, you're meant to sort of let what happens, I mean, what happens happens. That's sort of the nature of the Pathfinder D&D type of thing, whatever you call it. But at the same time, I feel like with certain ones, it's more interesting to experience the story in a certain way. I don't know. It's yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to make a real decision about it. I guess is what I do. Like, I'm being indecisive, obviously, but it's like because I don't know how to actually weigh it up, like in a way that feels like it makes sense, you know? Because I would just save scum like crazy if I was playing by myself, but I think that that's just not usually the way people would record a game like this, so yeah. But continue on this way a little bit. Oh, hello.
You see that?
Oh, fuck you. You're not even... And it sucks, though, because I do want to do that. I don't know, is that... I guess that, I mean, what I just said about, like, experiencing the story in a certain way could even be argued the same way, though, couldn't it? Like, I let that one go because it was sort of a mistake in that, but, like, for example, something like this. We could save scum it to get whatever's here, but if we don't, we just don't get it. So... maybe we will actually save scum things like this. Again, I'm being indecisive. Well, maybe we'll come back to that or the other, like, because I feel like things like that, in the end, we just don't get loot, and I want loot. I'm assuming that's what's going to be over there. But, actually, we should have just gone that way. Let's go kill whatever that thing was. Because, I mean, if our health gets down, we're going to have to rest. We're going to have to rest. Like, it is what it is. I don't know if there's going to be any other alternatives. I mean, to be fair, we could avoid taking on battles that we don't need to, but, you know, that's fine. Oh, how many are there? 'Cause I'm worried about her, like, I don't think we have...
What troubles you?
Rotus awaits us.
What you
like,
want?
we don't have any other
Knowledge
thing
is
that
the
can
key
heal her or
to
anything, do we?
victory.
I mean, that says channel negative energy, so would that actually heal her if we had that available? The spell has no effect on a creature that is already fatigued. Unlike normal fatigue. It says you channel negative energy, but I don't know if that's...
You have my attention.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing. Channel negative energy.
I need to concentrate.
So, wait. Would that... no?
Share your
Does
will.
anyone require my counsel?
Patience.
Just letting the ink dry.
Ask.
It's kind of awkward not being able to heal her. Even though we're limited on healing stuff in general. Oh wait, are any of these? Not looking like it. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't realize Ray's dead. Let's also sort this. Oh, yeah, type. That's probably what we want. Yeah, much better. I'm gonna double check all these. Yeah, remove blindness, mage armor, poison, moderate. Yeah. Man, why didn't I buy more health potions? Because even if we couldn't get her up, we'd have ones for others. I guess, to be fair, after here, we probably want to go to Oleg's trading post, don't we? Can we actually view the full map? Doesn't seem like it. Well, I suppose in this, like, if we screw up, we can just load the save. I mean, I assume that, like, I'm being probably weird and indecisive about it, but to the game's credit, it quite literally gives you wherever the hell it is. Oh, that's interesting. Speeds up animation. Huh. So if we want to make the fights go a little quicker. Yeah, the game literally gives you the whole, like, you know. I mean, how many games have a slider? Up to 25 especially, for the amount of auto and quick save. So I do get the impression probably that it's, you know, the developers knew that a lot of people would be save scumming and stuff, so yeah. Anyway, let's see how these do. Hopefully we can at least, because I don't know if anything can drop anything that would be useful for us in healing. That'd be nice. Go for a charge. Amiri's, oh fuck. Amiri's so good with that. Oh!
Survive. I always survive.
Well, that didn't go well. Damn. Well, I think she'll come back at the end of the battle, but maybe we'll do a bless. But she will have, like, no health, so it's a bit awkward. That's got a pretty big, like, cast radius, doesn't it? Yeah, let's try that. Oh, damn. Really hoping that would die from that. Yeah, let's charge you. As long as we don't... Oh, fuck. As long as we don't miss.
Any last wishes?
Oh, why? Why did I bother? I should have used one of them. It's not going to go well for me. Oh no, going that way. That's good or bad. Oh, ouch. Well, you got the 3 attacks. Come on, man. Not cool. Not cool.
Become
Oh, smack.
dust.
Good. That's fine. Aethol. Can you get a charge from there? No. Oh, shit. I pressed space. Oh, that is unfortunate. Alright, we just turned that to mush. That's good. Oh, I can't believe I hit space on her. That's unfortunate. What do we got? You're like, oh wait, she has 2 of them. I didn't realize that. Huh. Maybe we'll try an ear-piercing scream on you. Well, I did something. Yeah. I think that'll skip the... Yeah, okay. That's good. We need that. Man, he can just smack him for a mile, eh? Yeah, so Amiri does rise. Okay.
Anything is possible.
Oh, so she's a... Right, that's the 2 a day thing, isn't it? I guess. Wherever that is. Yeah. Oh, that. 3. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't know, where does it, like, where do you tell which fall under that? Like, because these both just have, like, a 1 there, but, like, there's nothing on this page that tells you about it. Are you just meant to remember these things? We're definitely going to want to use that, though. Yeah, Amiri really needs it.
I wrote it like I saw
when
it.
laying your hand upon a living creature, yeah. Do I need to make sure she's close? It had, like, a really small radius. Hopefully that'll...
Yes.
yeah, 5. Not the best. What do we got here? Something good? Nope. Okay, we are not in the best shape, and I think we're actually going to leave it there for this one. This is going to be a shorter one. Well, it's about an hour, because I want to get it up today, and I will hopefully play some more tonight, I think. And yeah, on that note, please note the pace of this will pick up. It's more just been some issues on my side with some stuff is the reason that, like, the only reason I've been able to keep up other daily uploads on YouTube in general is because I had them already recorded. Like, I'd played a bunch of Minecraft last week, and so they're all in advance, which is why I've had a few of them come up and stuff. So yeah, this isn't getting neglected or anything. It's just like, I'm actually really enjoying it so far. Yeah, it's just been yeah, personal side issues, not actually putting it off or anything. So yes, I will definitely be playing a lot more and expect the next one much sooner, and hopefully it'll be good from now on, like, on that front. But yes, if you have any suggestions regarding what to do next, let me know. Well, I guess that'll depend if I play tonight or not. But either way, for this such situation, right, when our health is pretty bad, we don't have a ton in the way of, like, healing stuff. Is this a time where... Be quiet, I'm talking.
It was better before I arrived.
Yeah. Anyway, like, is this a situation where we should rest? Because I'm still I'm just so hesitant because of time. But... yeah... So how's that, I don't remember how to rest. I think you just... Oh, yeah. Just press R, that's the one. Because I assume, I don't know, how much time does resting use? Is it like a... Actually, not sure on that. I think we have like 4... Yeah. The set of supply scans everything you need to rest 1 night in the wilderness. So does that, like, use up a day? I don't remember what happened the first time. Like, we've got plenty of days for that, like, 90-day limit or whatever, but... I don't know. I don't know how hesitant I should be to rest, like how much we should be sort of trying to push. But it does feel like with the health like this and not like no way to heal her, and we have what, 4 of those between us left, 1 medium, 1.
Never stop learning.
Sorry.
Well, we still have 1 more of those we could use.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
I mean, I guess maybe we should be... Like, maybe not rest yet necessarily, but maybe explore as much as we can. Fight all we can. Or maybe even avoid fighting. Even if we want to fight them all, maybe we should explore as much as we can. Avoid the fights until necessary. And then, like, once we've sort of done as much as possible, given the situation here, then rest. Like, would that be... Maybe that'd be the smarter way. So maybe I'll just use this either way. Yeah, Jathel's the one of concern. So yeah, maybe that'll be the go. Still open to suggestions, obviously. I'm just trying to... It's really the rest thing. Like, I'm just sort of, yeah, paranoid about wasting time, I guess. But, yeah. But anyway, so that's going to do it for now. We will continue exploring this place in the next one. Get it finished up, I imagine, even if it took me quite a while here. Yeah, alright, I'm rambling, so just thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.